All right, everybody, we're back with another episode of Wealth for the Culture. I have a special guest today. Her name is Nichole. She does something a little bit different. Most times, we talk about real estate and stuff like that, and usually you don't hear people talking about mobile homes. So I'm real interested to get into this conversation. But first, if you could just do me a favor, you could just kind of give everybody a little bit of background about you, and tell them about your story and stuff like that.
Sure, no problem. So I got into mobile home investing March 19th, 2020. I remember it because it changed my life. I was started my real estate journey in January. I tried fixing and flipping, paid a couple thousand for a course. I couldn't get it. And I had knew in the year 2020 I wanted to purchase properties. I tried wholesaling, it didn't work. And in March, I found mobile home investing. I purchased a course with Mobile Home Elite Investors. I took the course, and from there, I took off. The first two houses I bought, it was a lot of tears, because I still had a lot of unanswered questions. But here I am at the end of December 2020. I close out the year owning 9 properties, wholesaling over 13 properties. I did over 20 properties last year, and I was able to gross $189,000. So I tell anybody that's ready to get started on their journey in the real estate and they don't have a lot of capital, mobile home investing is where it's at.
Hold on. Oh, we gotta go back. So you probably did 189. So you started really in mobile homes in March.
March.
Yeah, you probably did 189. God. Oh yeah, this might. Yeah, this. Yeah, I would need to. This is gonna be. Yeah, we gonna get into it. So you did do a. So you did do a course for this. I know I seen you have an actual program where you teach people, but you actually did a course to get started with this.
Absolutely. I did a course to get started. And I was like, man, the first house I bought was $500. I was like, hold on. That $500, I need some more money. So I took out a personal loan. I took out a personal loan for $20,000 because you can't go to the bank and be like, oh, I want a loan. They're looking at you like mobile homes. That's a depreciating asset. While it is on paper, it's good for us because everybody needs clean, safe, and affordable housing. Everybody.
I have a question. So you said that the mobile homes are a depreciating asset. So do they how do they treat that? Is it like a car, I guess, or
it is just like a car. You title them through the DMV. You do the title registration through the DMV. They are considered personal property and not real estate because they can be moved.
Oh, okay.
So I call them little ATM on wheels. I call them.
You might have just put me on some stuff because I did not know.
Come on.
So that's how they. I guess that's kind of how they. Because I hear people getting them for super cheap, and I'm like, how you not even paying $10,000 for one of these at least? I've been hearing people talk about $3,000 for one.
Listen, I'm telling you, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I just bought one 2 days ago for $1,500 and just sold it for $8,000 yesterday. Bought it for $1,500. I'm wholesaling it. I bought it for $1,500. I didn't get a chance to post it and sold it for $8,000.
How long was you in that deal?
Okay, you're not hearing me. So I'm gonna show you the bill of sale. I bought it on March 15th, 2021, and I sold it yesterday, which was March 16th, for $8,000.
Oh, hold up, yeah. So what was you doing before this?
Oh, you mean what am I still doing now? I still work full time as a school social worker.
So you doing this part time?
Part time, baby.
You part time in this making yeah. Oh man.
The reason I'm doing it, I did it part time. Well, first I didn't know what was gonna happen, and then all of this success, I brought in $189,000 in less than 8 months, right around 8 months, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" My husband like, "Hell yeah!" I'm like, "What?" So with that being said, before I just jump up and quit my job, I believe it's good to automate. So I'm not just going to quit my job. I need to make sure I can continue my success, right? Make
Hmm.
sure I can automate it. So I don't want to work full time in my job. I want to just receive that daily income, whether it be through rent rolls or, another something else. I want to make sure the income is going to be substantiated during everything that's going on right now.
So, okay, so I got a whole bunch of questions. I'm trying to figure out. This is crazy. So, so you wholesale them. Do you buy any to? Do you flip them too and rent them out, or you just do strictly wholesaling?
Nope, I grab them and rent them out too. I own 9 of them.
Oh man,
Hmm.
because I see you. So what made you? I guess what made you want to a lot of people they do this. Most people don't really show off what they're doing and stuff because they want people count their pockets. Like, what made you kind of go out? Because I see your stuff on Instagram and that's what caught my attention. Really, like you're pretty transparent and you just put it all out there. And I'm just like, dang, like I just see number one, number two. I'm just like, golly, like she just really out here getting this. Like, what made you choose to document all of that and like show the process?
People can see real life shit. Okay, there's so many people out here that flash checks but don't show you the process behind it. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
show people the process behind it. If you add me on Facebook, Nichole Briscoe, Nichole with an H, you'll see on December 1st of this year, I was recording for one of my students. I'm walking through the house and I'm like, this is the property that you don't buy. And I'm walking through the house and I fell through the floor and touched the earth. You hear me? That soil touched my foot.
Hold on.
I went through
You,
the
you
house.
fell through that one?
I fell through. I
Oh,
fell through.
dang.
I wasn't gonna delete it. It was already recording and she saw it. I shared it with the world. Y'all be careful out here. When the subflooring is weak, that means it's weak. And you see, I ain't no lightweight. I'm nice and chunky and curvy. I went straight through the floor.
Oh no, that's crazy. Man, I got all I gotta say for this is like what you doing and being as transparent as you. Because a lot of people they ain't gonna, a lot of people don't show all that. They only show the good. They don't really show none of that bad that go wrong. They just want to make it look like everything good and it's all that. But
Nah.
really, that ain't the case, man. And I'm I just want to say, it's a good. I'm appreciative of the fact that you just super transparent because like I would never even thought about. Like mobile homes ain't never been just something I'm just sitting here like, oh yeah, let me look into that. Like when I think real estate, I just think, buy old property, try to fix it up, flip it, and stuff like that.
I'm with you. I thought the same thing, but I was afraid to take out a hard money lender loan in January. The wholesaling thing I tried in February 2020. I had 2 properties under contract. Go me! I was excited. One of them died. The other one it just didn't go through. And then in the middle of the night, I wake up and see Byron and Shanice talking about mobile home investing. They a young black couple. I'm like, they look like me. They did this. I can do this. And I got it and I tailored it to where it works for me. And now I have strategies in place, like, you see online. I taught well over 40 students. They're successful and I feel good.
I mean, that's powerful that you just not only, you figured it out, you got the blueprint now, but you giving back and teaching everybody else and putting them on. Cause to me, that's the biggest thing. Like a lot of people, they want to, hoard information and hoard how to do stuff and think like they got to, it's only enough out here for them and they don't realize it's enough out here for everybody to eat. So I want, can we talk about how did your first deal go? All right, how did the first deal you did go?
So my first deal, remember I told you I took out $20,000, twenty
Mm-hmm.
thousand dollars. Well, the way that worked out is my first house. I'm like, yeah, I bought this house for 500. All in, I'm only gonna spend a couple $1,000s. I had it all wrong. So all in on my first mobile home, I spent $11,000. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So I did that on payments with a minimum down payment. I think it was 3,000, and then the monthly amount was 725 a month. But I was like, okay, I got 3,000 of my money back, but I just spent 11. By the time I got to the second house, I was like, okay, I had about $9,000 left. I put the whole 9,000 into the second mobile home. Man, when I tell you, I did the same thing. $3,000 down, $725 a month, same thing. I had a buyer come to the table again, day one. I posted on the market. So I put $9,000 in my second mobile home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was selling it for $18,000, but on payment. So I wanted $3,000 down,
Okay.
$725 a month. Well, with
Okay.
that home, I was able to I sold it in one day. A lady saw the home. She was adamant that she wanted it. She wanted to put down extra money. She came to the table and her down payment, she didn't give me 3,000. She gave me 10,000.
Oh man, so you pretty dang. So you made your money back. Oh
I
man,
made
off top.
all I made all my money back, and she still owes me the remaining 8,000 on payments. And she was like, "I'll pay that off to you by next year." I was like, "Yes."
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to check this stuff out. So, explain to me, kind of like how does like a standard deal work? So you saying these mobile homes, they kind of like cars. So is it like a required down payment? Like you do the 3.5, like you would do like a FHA, or how do they work? Like far as buying getting a mobile home, like how does the deal work? I
We-
guess.
Okay, so let me explain it to you like this. First, you have to find a mobile home.
Hmm.
Uh, let's say somebody called me off for one of my bandit signs. Once I acquire the property, I negotiate the price. Once I negotiate the price, I then sell the house. It's no loan. The process is much simpler than dealing with traditional real estate. However, if you don't know what you're doing, you can mess up your money. So the process, this last house, somebody called me off my bandit sign. Um, I saw the home. I talked down to the 1,500. He wanted 8,000. I talked him down to the 1,500. I got the property and I turned around and sold for 8,000.
Okay. So like, where do you normally look for your deals? Like, do they just strictly just come to you just off? Because I heard you say you do the signs and stuff. Do you kind of go driving around search for these deals? Like, where do you find these deals at?
hmm So I'll go driving around looking at mobile home parks. I will go place out bandit signs. I will post ads on Facebook and Craigslist. I get a lot of referrals from my tenants. They're like, "Hey, my cousin is selling their mobile home," or "Hey, I know somebody that's getting rid of a mobile home. My handyman sent them to me." So referrals, bandit signs, and online ads.
Okay, I'm still trying to get on fat. You doing this part time?
hmm
When you gonna start doing this full time? You just cool with what you doing right now?
I love my job. I do.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I'm pretty sure my time will come. It's just not right now.
All I got bringing in almost 200 grand in 8 months. Golly. So I guess for me, I really want to know. Can you kind of talk about like, so you done all this now? You pretty much become a master at what you do. You got your own strategy now. That's works for you. Can you kind of talk about like what is your like class like, and how does that work? Like, how does that tailor to like your students and stuff? How do you have that situated?
So my class is very hands-on. I hold my students accountable. With that being said, where I'm at right now, my students have my personal cell phone number. We do weekly check-ins. We also do Marco Polo. Marco Polo is you familiar with Marco Polo, the app?
No, I don't. What is that?
So it's a video messaging app where I can send you a video and you can watch it, pause it, watch it later, and then you can respond to me on the video. So I love Marco
Oh,
Polo because it's video messaging back and forth. And let's say you forgot what I said, you can go back and rewind it. So my program is all about accountability. I do the Marco Polo. My students have my cell phone number because it's my goal. Once you leave my class is 4 weeks long. You have access to me for a lifetime as long as you're doing your work. Most of my students buy a home between week 2 and week 6. The last people that just graduated my course, 3 of them have already bought homes. One is in Texas, one is in Charlotte, and is another one in I have one in Chicago, and one, yeah, those are Texas, Chicago. Yeah, those are the three.
Oh, okay. God.
In
So
Charlotte,
two.
that's what it was.
So they get in there your court 4 weeks. Within 2 to 3 weeks, they already in a deal.
Yeah, I'm telling you, mobile home. I'm also trying to scream it from the mountaintops. Y'all get in, bruh. You don't want to pay for my class? Fine. Go Mobile Home Elite. Go with Trailer Cash Academy. But you better get in where you fit in.
This guy. Oh no, yeah, I gotta tell somebody. Yeah, I got. This is crazy. Because I just don't hear about this type of stuff. So, golly, 2 to 3 weeks, they already got a place. Dang. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get on fact. You done brought in this part time. Dang,
Yep.
that's pressure.
And
So,
how you
it was
make
just
your business continue to flow, make more money for you, you don't take that money and be like, oh, let's go ball out. Every dollar that come into my business, I put it back in the business through advertising, through buying another mobile home, to fixing. You get what I'm saying? Every dollar that I got last year, every dollar of 189,000, I think it was 189,400. I put it right back into the business. I did not pay myself. I still don't pay myself because I'm just letting that money cycle and cycle so I can build up my rent portfolio. And hopefully by the end of this year, I want to have another 20 properties. Well, if I'm already pulling in close to 5 grand with 9 properties, imagine how much I could be pulling in with 20 properties. Okay. Then we can talk about quitting a job.
and you still flipping on the side and everything. Yeah. So you got the 9 just bringing in monthly income. You still got the other property that you just do off the strength and just flip it. Oh, dang. Oh yeah, I'm
Yep.
trying. Oh yeah, this is crazy. This is.
Where are you located?
I'm in Dallas right now.
Oh, come on. Let's get this paper. If you got the money, if you got at least 10 grand to get started, I can get you flipping mobile homes. Now in Dallas, it is expensive, so you may have to. You gonna have to. It ain't no man. You gonna have to drive out of Dallas to get you some mobile homes, but it can be done.
You say you got people in Houston too? Because I frequent Houston.
My student lives in Dallas, but she invests in Wichita Falls. I think that's like an hour and a half away from her.
Oh yeah, I heard that area. I've been there before for football. God,
Hmm.
okay, man, yeah, I might have to. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start stacking up some cash for this because I got money tied up right now. But you done sold me. I ain't gonna lie, and you do it like I said. You done sold me just on the straight. You can do this part time. It's just crazy to me because a lot of times I know people that do real estate. It's just so time consuming because they always got to be out there and checking in on the property and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I can't even. So your deals be taking like 2 3 days. Then what's your average turnaround? Is that like the? Because I can't imagine that's the norm. You getting the deal and you to flip it, not to just hold it, and it's a turnaround of like 2 3 days. What's the average turnaround on that for your deals?
So my average turnaround on buying a mobile home, fixing it up, and putting it on the market is 6 weeks.
Man, real estate it'd be like 6 months. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm taking some notes.
I don't have that type of money to keep it tied up. I need to get this going, flip it, on to the next one.
I can't be mad. Do they So who? Because I think I seen some. Because I was trying to research this a little bit. Like, do y'all broker deals with like the mobile home parts? Like, where do y'all find these, or how does that work? Like, do you just like strictly get them and give them to somebody and they handle all the rest of that, or
What do you mean? Like I do everything.
okay, so you don't have to like. Oh, I was just trying to see like, do you have to like talk to like the mobile home parks and stuff like that, or any of
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, yeah, I can't just pull up in the park and be like, I'm gonna put my house here. No, I gotta build a relationship with the park manager or the park owner to see if they will allow me to put my home in their park. Excuse me.
Okay. Oh, so have you ever been like you ain't never been? I guess you probably haven't, but you ain't never been like stuck out with like a mobile home or nothing like that. Normally, when you buy them, they own the actual. They in the park already.
So they're in a park, or I'll buy a mobile home on land and move it into a park. A lot of people get the idea like, oh, I ain't gonna put it on no, I'm not gonna put it on in a park. I'm gonna just buy some land. Well, good for you. But keep in mind, when you talk about buying land, you have to pay for the electric lines to be installed, the septic and water lines to be installed. You got to pay for the land. All that add up. Whereas I go in and just talk to park owners and park managers and put my property apart.
Okay. And so like these are most of these that you get, are they move-in ready, or are they like you got to do most time it's some kind of cosmetic work, I'm assuming?
So if I get them and they're move-in ready, normally they're more expensive. If I get it and it has to have some work done, they are more they're cheaper, but I have to rehab them.
So like on an average, like if you have to rehab, what does that cost look like for you?
What a rehab costs?
Yes, ma'am.
So a standard rehab cost would cost me about anywhere from I'm gonna say 6 to 9 grand. It just depends on the work. The most I spent in rehab, paying for the house, paying for the lot rent, everything was $18,000.
Okay. And how much did that one end up going for after you finished
I
everything?
sold I sold it for 35.
So you pretty much doubling your money on every deal.
If I ain't doubling my money, baby, I'm not doing it. If I can't double my money, I'm not doing it. Every deal has to be double. All dollars matter.
Oh, see, I'm thinking. I'm just like, see, I'm so used to just because I know people in real estate, and I'm so used to 30%, 60%. You are golly, yeah. I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm gonna have to stack up some money, man. Oh golly. So do you? So I guess for the ones that you rent out, that needs like, do you get insurance and all of that stuff like that?
Oh yeah, so I'm glad you asked. So owning 9 properties, how much do you think my insurance would be a month?
Oh, nine, they gotta be in the thousands, huh?
Right. $239. Would you like for me to send you a snapshot? And that's with each home being covered up to $40,000.
Oh, this total. Like this is total.
Yeah, total. $239. I can send you a screenshot. It's $239 and that's for 9 properties and that's monthly. And it covers each home. So if it catches on fire, we're supposed to have a tornado tomorrow. If anything's to happen to it, I will get paid anywhere between $30,000 to $40,000 for each property.
Oh no, you the real life mobile home plug out here.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh yeah, I'm about to be telling everybody about you. Yeah,
Come
I'm about to give
on,
me some money. I'm
tell
about to
them
give me
come
some.
on. Listen, tell them come on. I got my mentorship. Like I said, is hands on. I'm talking. We walking through deals together. We calling park managers together. That's $2,500. However, my this weekend I'm doing a 2-day masterclass. Me and my mentor who taught me how to wholesale. We're doing it together. It's gonna be $500.
This is pressure right here. Oh golly, this is dang. This is yeah. You got the plug for real. So you basically getting stuff. Dang, you doing a 200% return. I'm sorry, I'm trying to process this because I ain't
You
never heard
fine?
nobody. Yeah, this is crazy. So you get the insurance don't even cost as much as a damn car.
Pick your phone. I just sent it to you. It is 239.85, and that's for
And that's for
all my.
all of them. Dang. There's people pay more than that in car insurance for one. Oh yeah, this is crazy. And you bringing in, you say like 4-5 grand a month off. Like, what's the average rent on them? Like a mobile home. How much is that?
So it depends on your area and what the market rate is. But in my area, I'm in Burlington, North Carolina, which is in between Durham and Greensboro. My 2 bedrooms I charge between 7 to 8. My 3 bedrooms I charge about $900.
Dang. Oh, you making your money back well over within, what, like a year or two, if that.
Okay, my goal is to get my down payment and get most of my money back within like the first 14 months. Then everything after that is all just extra. All that's just extra.
And I think what's interesting about how, the way you said you do it, you just throw it right back into the business to scale it. That I don't think people understand the power of that either. Can you definitely? I would definitely say that made a big difference for you, just being able to do that.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Golly. And so you just normally drive around, you said for the. So I'm about to break this down in my head. So you just go, you drive around to find them from the parks. You got the advertising on the Craigslist.
Okay.
You got the advertising on the Facebook and all of that. You got the signs, word of
Hmm.
mouth. You say you need about 10 grand to start.
Yep.
You for sure getting double your money no matter what.
No
And,
matter what.
and even if you keep this mug. Okay, so this is another question I got because I'm trying to compare this to the real estate deals I be talking about with my one of my mentors. So
Yeah, yeah.
so your cash they renting it out. You say for about we'll do the 3 bed. You said 900. So
Mhm.
what do you have to what are you cash flowing off of that?
Okay, so that's good. So keep in mind when you're parking them in these mobile homes, you have to pay lot rent, right?
Hmm.
So if you have to pay lot rent, the lot rent that depends on your area as well. The higher end here is about 350. The cheaper end here is $150. So most of my homes are in parks where the lot rent is 300. So my cash flow is the $600. But again, I'm not renting these out. I'm renting to own them. So I'm the lender and not the landlord. So I don't have to go in and deal with my toilet went out. My refrigerator don't work. The
And
lights went
this
out. I don't deal with any of that. All of you tripping.
oh no, I'm sorry. 'Cause I'm trying because you sit here saying I be hearing people talk about they happy in real estate cash flowing like, couple $100. You over here talk about 600.
Mm,
You talk about insurance don't cost much or nothing. Like even if you got a like, do you have like? I guess when you take in, so you don't have to worry about maintenance because you basically renting it out for them to own it eventually. Oh man, yeah, it's crazy.
I'm
Dang.
telling you, you need to come on and you need to come on and tap in. Even if you don't have the 10,000 that I asked for you to have, you can still learn about wholesaling mobile homes. Wholesaling mobile homes is good
I didn't even know that was a thing.
because it's so much simpler than dealing with single family home wholesaling.
Can you kind of just break down for anybody that like what make it easier, like in a comparison, because you've done both, so it'll be easier
The
for you to
titling
compare.
the titling process, depending on your state, but again, I said titling is like dealing with the car. So you doing the titling stuff at the DMV.
Okay, dang,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, so my question is, you working right now? You
Hmm.
doing this part time? Where you see yourself in like the next 5 years? Like you gonna have a park or like what you gonna be
Oh,
on?
I'm listen. I'm trying to own a park by the end of this year, and I have two other business that I have established this year. They're brand new. I just did my paperwork form, my LLC's form last week. So I'm excited about this next journey. I'm about to dabble in, dabble, dabble, dabble.
What kind of business you got? You don't mind talking about it? What you got going?
Sure.
What's,
I'm trying to get into this property preservation, and I'm trying to get into short-term rentals.
what's property? What is property preservation?
Exactly. Another market that's untapped that don't nobody know nothing about. Property preservation is you working for um the bank. You are working for the bank by managing their foreclosed properties. So They may contact you and be like, "Hey, Ollie, I need you to go and check out this house and see how the house is looking." And you go by and you take pictures of the house, and they pay you for each inspection that you do. They may need you to go and change the locks out. They may need you to go and change the smoke detectors out. Then you may go to a home and say it's completely filled up. Well, they pay you to clean out the house. And I'm not talking about no $200-300 neither. If you get where I'm going.
So basically, you just you tapping into the whole thing. So you about to be the plug for everybody you being the plug for the people that's out there doing the same thing you doing. You helping out the banks too, managing their stuff. Oh, dang. So you over here trying to form like a low key monopoly on this whole thing. You trying to be the Amazon of mobile home.
Why
Hey,
not?
I ain't even mad at you. This right here is this. I never knew it was no money like this. Like I done heard it one time, and I was from Mobile Home Elite, but I ain't never heard nobody else doing this. So it's just crazy. I'm trying to grab this one. You talk about a 200% on every deal you do, that's unheard of.
Ollie, the bread is out there. You want it or not, it's out there. I promise you it is. Like I'm quick to be buying courses, and my husband, he'll get on me and be like, "Don't buy that. Hold on, you about to buy another course?" I'm quick. And he told me about mobile home investing. He was like, "Babe, you just bought a course, excuse me, on flipping houses. Why you gonna take this?" I was like, "Because I don't feel comfortable, I wanna try this, and I was so inspired because I'm like, man, they black, they look like me. If they can do it, I can do it. Man, my husband tell me all the time, "Babe, I'm so glad you bought that damn course. Because if I didn't, I don't know where I would be, but I wouldn't have made as much money as I did because I was really struggling with single family homes."
Not even just the money you making, but the money you making other people. You putting on people
Yeah.
too. Like you feeding families out here. Like, it's
I'm
crazy.
trying to. I'm trying
Hey,
to.
yeah, this is pressure right here for
Listen,
real. Like I ain't.
listen, listen. You on Clubhouse? Yeah, you on Clubhouse.
I'm on Clubhouse. I just barely be getting on. I kind of pop in the room, listen in, and I just keep it moving.
Listen, Ollie, we going on Clubhouse tonight once I'm finished with your interview. And like I'm serious, like me and my mentor who taught me how to wholesale because that was the only reason I was able to substantiate. I started with that $20,000 loan on those first two properties, but I was running out of money. So I paid for another course that taught me specifically how to wholesale mobile homes. Man, once he did that, I was a sniper. You couldn't tell me nothing. So with
Hey,
that
yeah,
so
this is
look
pressure.
so with that being said, what you say?
Oh, I say this is crazy. Dog, you got me hyped up. Oh, I ain't even doing this. You got me hyped.
I'm telling you, I pray that you tap in. The best thing you could do, Ollie, is join us this weekend. It's so cost efficient, and we're gonna give it to you recorded, so you can't screw up. You can't
Golly.
screw up. Wholesaling and fixing and flipping mobile homes.
Well, I'm definitely about to save up a little bit for that because you said 10 grand. I can save that up and do something. I'm gonna have to hit you up offline and
Yeah,
see what the
that's
heck
cool
going
with
on.
me. I just want people. I want other people to win so they can feel it, feel that it's real. So that's what we're doing tonight on Clubhouse. We're going live at um 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to let the people know. And we're gonna bring everybody on stage that we've helped. They're coming on just to tell people it's real. Like my student that just graduated, she just graduated a week ago. That's 4 weeks I work with her. She's bought 3 properties. I'm like, B, slow down. I know you excited, but sell that one first and sell that one. She was like, but it was a good deal. You're right, it's a good deal. So now she's wholesaling one of them.
Yeah, this right here, it's an untapped plug for real. Because I never heard of nobody wholesaling no mobile home. Like that's a whole different lane. I never heard of.
Absolutely.
Oh no, yeah, you the plug for real. But
Absolutely.
I definitely just want to first. I want to just thank you for coming on and shedding some game on this because there's some just the cash flow alone and the opportunities in this and the fact that you could double your money Like that's what's so crazy because a lot of times people, they get into this and be like, oh, you might make an extra $100, $200, especially like when you start talking about like real estate. I know this ain't technically real estate. When you start
Yep.
talking about anything with homes, it's just like you don't think that you could even get that type of return really, unless you out here you really got a lot of money to go start off with. And I mean that's a lot. And a lot of times I know people don't understand the whole wholesale when it comes to single family homes or trying to find them properties anyway. So I just definitely want to. I appreciate you because you broke it down honestly, like step by step, your process, and that's just free game that is unheard of for people to be giving out. So I just want to say I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, no problem. I just hope that you don't take this excitement and then let it blow over by next week. You ain't think about it. I hope if you're really looking to get into something, I promise you, you cannot fail with mobile home investing.
No,
Like
it's
I'm,
like this getting added to my list right now. I just got all my money. Like you say, you put all your money back into something. All my money put back into the because I do stocks. That's my primary thing. So I haven't really like I tapped in with a mentor of mine for real estate. I'm on like a passive investor for his stuff, and I get a return. So
okay.
right, and I'm also doing. I got another thing I'm doing with rental cars. So I'm strapped,
You doing
but
Turo? You doing Turo?
no, we getting a vehicle. I'm going down to the H because they just got better priced cars. I'm going down to Houston next month. We're gonna get our first car. We're gonna put it on this platform because I'm kind of like you. I buy a lot of courses, and this guy named Brian, he infamous CPA on Instagram. He got a course, but it's not Turo. It's hire car. So hire cars for all the
I
people
heard
that
a
do
higher.
ride.
I heard a higher. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm about to. I had it on my board too to do the tap in Turo and hire car and put the cars up there, right? But once I started hearing about property preservation, I was like, all right, hold on. Let me just go ahead. And so I'm doing my property preservation, my short term rental. And then if I got some time left before the year's out, I'm going to go ahead and get me a car with my Turo, get a car and put it on Turo and, the other one, because the other one is for people that work for like Uber and Lyft and they need a car, right?
Hmm. Yep, that's
Yep,
exactly what it is, and that and really most of them cars, like the ones I've seen, especially like in Houston, they be super cheap. They don't even be 10 grand. They be like
yep.
9 grand. They be solid cars. You go look on hire car, they renting these things out for like anywhere from like 40 $45 a day. So that cash flow is crazy too. Like, and I like the guy Infamous CP. I like the way his structure is because he hook you up with a spreadsheet and all of that run your numbers, so you automatically can look and be like, once you plug all that stuff in, you know automatically if it's a good deal or not. So
Oh, that's good stuff.
yeah, so as soon as I get a second for wait, because I work usually I work 2 to 10. I just kind of if I get an interview in between that, I just kind of take a swing for work, and because it is what it is. I got PTO and stuff, so I just take a swing, get these in because I like I like hearing these stories because you don't understand like y'all be like and like the reason made this whole platform, we don't see too many people that look like us out here really getting the bag like that, getting money, especially ones that's willing to
Yep.
help somebody else out. So anytime I see somebody that's out there, like it's one thing to get the money, it's another thing to get the money and then teach somebody else how to get that money. And when I see people
Yep.
doing that, I just got to reach out, and that's why I'm so thankful that you agreed to come on because this just stuff like this just need to be spread out to the world.
Mhm.
But I'm a pivot to my last segment because I don't want to hold you up. I just do a talk to the culture segment, so it's just 5 questions I run through, and you can just answer those. We can get on up out of here. So the first
All
one is just
right.
I always try to get a black standout from you from like your timeline, whether it's somebody in the black community that stand out to you on IG, Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media platform. Just somebody black.
Stacey Abrams.
Oh yeah, I heard her. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the next one is gonna be just a book recommendation. I always try to get a book recommendation for people.
Ooh. My book is Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. It teach you how to negotiate like you got hostages. Period.
Okay. And then the next one, what failure taught you the most?
Ooh, what failure taught me the most? I'm going to say getting ready to quit because I thought because I didn't have enough money. Like only having $9,000 left to put into my second mobile home and then really running out of money. that failure taught me the most success, because God blessed me where she was like, here's 10,000. I want to pay down most of this house right now. And I was like, man, just when I was about to quit and take a break, to be like, all right, I'm done for right now. That was the one that taught me the most.
Okay. That's crazy. You about to quit, and then you just came up with you got the super come ups for real. Like I can't get over that. Like I'll be thinking about that all day. Next question. What is one thing you think the Black community needs to improve on?
Investing in our education. And I don't mean going to college and going to school, but we see other people out here being successful and truthful with what they do, and we like, nah, I don't want to pay for that. I think it's the craziest thing is if you see somebody or you see a system that is working, guaranteed success where you can fact check and you just be like, I ain't got time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that could be anything: mobile homes, car rentals, whatever.
Okay, and the last question: what's one piece of advice you give somebody?
Jump off the porch. Just do it. Just do it. Don't second guess. Don't say I gotta wait till I get my LLC and my EIN to get started. Just go. Just take off.
Hey,
And that's it.
You didn't speak nothing but facts today. Once again, I'm just trying to thank you. I gotta get your number because I gotta hit you up on this. I gotta find some time to get this. Like I got a lot I'm doing, but this just makes sense. Like I don't have too many things. People come on, like I bring people on. It's just like I feel what they're saying, but this, like I ain't never like this is crazy. You about to have me online looking for mobile homes for the rest of the day. Honestly, low key.
I know that's right. I appreciate it. I
This is.
appreciate it.
But can you do me one last favor though? I
What's
need you
that?
to drop all your every which way somebody can reach you, get a hold of you, get in contact with you. I just need you to plug all of that right here.
Okay. They can reach me at mobile home underscore mommy. That is a mobile home mommy. So mobile home underscore MAMI. On Facebook, I am Nichole, NICHOLE Briscoe. BRISCOE, Nichole Briscoe. Inbox me on Facebook and I'll respond. Inbox me on Instagram, I'll respond. If you see I read it and didn't respond, I got sidetracked. I'm like squirrel, and I go do something. I'm like, what was I doing? So just send me another message. It's all good.
Hey, I vouch for that. I reached out just off of will, hoping she responded. She hit me right back, and I appreciate you for it.
See?
But once again, y'all, hey, this whole episode, no but pressure, no but gems. If you don't get nothing else from this, at least go take a second to look in the mobile homes. Like, and that's the one thing I got to say I respect you most about. Like, you ain't like you got a course, but you ain't, like you said, you ain't got to do it with you. You can do it with whoever, and I appreciate that. But for one thing y'all could do is go tap in with her at least, because hey, she just dropped y'all the whole process, step by step booklet, man, like nothing. So I just want to thank you again. Thank you, Mr. Cole. Y'all, if this episode gave y'all any type of value, man, just rate that man 5 stars. Go run up her inbox, man. Go run it.
Let's do it.
All right, we out.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.